Now what's this? Are you really what the guards are making a fuss about? You don't seem suspicious at all. Why, I'd go so far as to call you adorable. Well, but maybe that is suspicious. They say that when all the water dried up, innocence dried up with it. It's rare to find such a pure, innocent-looking face in these wastelands. Oh, but you must be as curious of me as I am of you. I'm the de facto leader of this settlement. Could call me the mayor, I suppose, but most people call me the boss. I hope you won't hold this less than warm welcome against us. Ends Rim isn't exactly a hot vacation spot, so when a guard spots an unfamiliar face, they usually detain them. We'd be friendlier to outsiders, but, well, friendly settlements don't last very long. So, we're just going to have to get to the bottom of why you're here. If I decide you're safe, then you'll be welcome in the settlement from now on. If not, well, we can worry about that later. First of all, I want to make it clear we're not fans of violence. It's a fact of life now, of course, but we only use it as a last resort. It's just that it's not uncommon to take that last resort quite often. For that reason, waste gangs aren't welcome here, no matter what you bring to trade. So if you're aligned with one of them, then we're going to have a problem. So, are we going to have a problem? Good. Guards are searching your belongings right now. Hopefully they don't find anything we don't like. Basic weapons are allowed as long as you don't use them for anything but a life or death situation. But heavy-duty stuff is banned. So, first, what's your name? Nothing. It's just a cute name to go along with that cute face. Where did you come from? What's your background? I'm just dying to know how you managed to stay so sweet and precious. Such a harsh world. Oh well, that's wonderful. I guess sometimes that's all it takes, right? Having some people in your life that want to protect that innocence. You know, I'm hoping that I could be one of those people. I'm just old enough to remember how things used to be. Talking to you is like a sip of cool water after days in the desert. Oh, and you're bashful too. It's just too cute. I'm definitely keeping you. And what brings you to Ends Rim? That's a little too vague. Gonna have to give me more than that, sweet thing. Well, nobody by that name lives in this settlement, but some people change their names when they start a new life. If we clear you, you're free to search for this old friend of yours. I won't lie to you, you're not off to a great start, though. You're not like any other visitor we've had, and we don't tend to trust new things. Still, I really want to trust you. I'd love to have somebody as sweet as you walking around here. The settlement would be so much more pleasant. I think you qualify as a special case. I don't think the usual questions are gonna help me get a read on you. We need something more personal. Yeah, somewhere more pleasant than this interrogation room. You look awfully uncomfortable there, and I think you'd do better if you felt safe. I was thinking my place. Maybe with drinks, a nice dinner. We can take our time and really get to know each other. I'm not worried. You're a bit strange, but I don't think you're dangerous. And even if you were, I can handle myself. I just think you're a very interesting person, and I want to give you every possible chance to prove that you have a place here. Oh, I know, but I'm hoping that I can convince you to stick around. I don't know why you're so set on finding this person, but it's not every day you find a place like Interim. And even if they're not here, they may show up one day. We're obviously not all that accustomed to strangers, but good people have a way of finding their way here. You might have more luck staying put. You really should consider it. It's as comfortable of a place as you'll ever find in the wasteland, and I can personally see to it that you have everything you need. Oh no, not for free. You'd owe me a favor, and I have a few very intriguing ideas on how you could pay me back. We'll discuss that later. You have guards standing just outside the door. How cute. Does that make you nervous? Don't you worry, I won't force you into anything. You don't have to accept, though I'd recommend it. It's quite a deal. I didn't think there was a single person left in the world who could be so shy. That settles it. I am determined to protect you now. At this point, I just need to know enough about you to convince everyone else that you're safe. Oh, I'll figure out a way to convince you to stay. I have a few ideas on how to make your stay extremely comfortable. Just relax, cutie. You're in good hands. Just a moment. Well, you've just made this difficult, cutie. This was found in your bag. You know what this is. Now, this is not the time to play dumb. You need to be completely straight with me from now on, or I can't protect you. We both know this is a waste gang emblem. Then why was it in your bag? Okay, maybe we can salvage this. This belongs to the person you're looking for. That means you know of a potential waste gang member in our midst. You can trade knowledge for safe passage into the settlement. I will see. If your friend is here and they're well respected among us, then maybe we can ignore the fact that they lied to us. It's assuming I can convince them that you're not a gangster in the first place. I may be the boss, but if people think I'm protecting a potential threat just because you're adorable, I might not be the boss for long. But Didn't find any weapons among your things except a knife, which is good. Crazy for crossing the wasteland with just that, but nobody would believe a gangster would travel virtually unarmed. Still, you're gonna need to give me a description of your friend. Finding them and proving they're former gangsters is the only foolproof way of keeping you safe. Don't think of it that way. It's just about survival. In this world we live in, sometimes we have to make hard choices like this. Besides, as long as your friend is a good person, you should both make it out of this situation just fine. I wish you didn't have to make a decision like this. I really do want you to keep your innocence. You don't have enough of it in this world. Alright, I think I can buy you some time to think it over. Fortunately, we're gonna have to postpone our date because you can't stay with me until you're proven innocent. But I can at least keep you out of a jail cell, though you'll still have to be under guard. Just come with me, okay? Welcome to Ends Rim. So named because we're the last settlement before miles and miles of empty desert. It's not the prettiest, but it is the safest settlement this side of the mountains. We've been lucky to dig a few good wells, so there's no shortage of water. Food's a bit tight. I'm afraid we don't have much to spare for prisoners. Drop by later with some of my personal rations, though. Well, if you're so grateful, I only ask one thing. Consider my offer. I want you to be safe, and I'd love for you to stay here. People here are good folks, but none of them are really my type. Alright, here's where you'll be staying. You get comfortable and think things over, and I'll stop by in an hour or so. Hope things work out, cutie. You're too precious to be a prisoner.